All right, so first off, so what's your name and where are you from?
My name's Andrew, from Wilmington, Delaware.
You just look at you can
W-
look at me or whatever.
Andrew, Wilmington, Delaware,
Okay.
born and raised.
All right. So how long you been out here in Orange County?
I got here February 21st.
Okay.
Yeah,
Of this year?
of this year, 2025.
Okay.
Got into detox at February 23rd.
Yeah.
Yeah, spent 2 nights in the hospital when I first arrived here.
Why?
Withdrawal seizures,
From what you use?
alcohol.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So was that your main thing that you
that
like?
was my main thing. Yeah.
Damn. Any drugs with it or mainly?
Cocaine, MDMA, sometimes a lot of cocaine, but
That seems to go. It seems to go hand in hand with a lot of people like the
yeah,
drug.
it does go pretty hand in
Why
hand.
is that?
People think it keeps you awake throughout the night. I think it's the more acceptable drug to use at the bars
Yeah.
and club scene.
Allows you to drink more
Allows you to
or
drink
longer.
more, longer, yeah.
Performance enhancing.
Definitely performance enhancing.
Oh man. Wow. So okay, so right now, how much time sober do you have right now?
3 months, 28 days.
Wow. So okay, so now backtracking on this. So where did this all begin? How did you begin to start drinking? Because how old are you right now?
23.
So when did this start?
When I was 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you first find drinking or
Older brother. My older brother's 18 months older than me.
okay.
So we're grew up together. He was 2 grades ahead of me. We had friends that all my friends were in his grade and the grade below us. And we had like group of summer friends that were different than our school friends. And our summer friends were just more outgoing, wanted to try different things. And summer going into freshman year, we started smoking pot,
Mm.
got drunk that summer, and then it just became something we were doing. By freshman year, I was drinking on the weekends, hanging out with the guys, having people going over to my friend's house, sneaking weed. Dad would drive me. I'd put weed in my deodorant stick for the sleepover,
Mm.
and it became more became a lot of weed smoking, but maybe once a month I'd sleep over every weekend at my friends' houses. Once a month I'd bring alcohol. Every time I'd bring weed. So the alcohol was like coming in slowly, and then by sophomore, well, at least even in freshman year, every time I drank, it was the purpose was to get as messed up as possible, to get as drunk as possible,
Mm.
and because I found that to be really fun.
Mm.
If you're not throwing up, did you drink enough? Like it was just a test to see what we could do to ourselves almost.
Was everyone like on that same wavelength of trying to do that?
It's not really. I would get one friend to do it with me that night. I guess I was just something to do with it. I found out later on it was probably something to do with adrenaline,
Mm.
trying to push your body, just have the most fun in a night possible. At
Yeah.
least the fun I thought was fun.
So, did you know about did anyone in your family drink or like how?
So I have another brother that's 10 years older than me, so he's 33 right now. And when I was growing up through elementary school and middle school, he was dealing with drug addiction.
Okay.
So I knew about addiction, but not about the alcohol addiction part.
Mm.
I thought alcohol was like you couldn't be addicted to it, or this alcoholism signs, or knowing that it can turn into what it turned into.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought as long as I stayed away from the hard drugs, I'd be okay. Because my brother Timmy went through it, and I was like, I'll stay away from the hard drugs. I'll just stick with alcohol in high school. Alcohol and weed, I'll be fine.
Wow. And little to come to find out, alcohol is the most dangerous one.
Is the most dangerous one.
Isn't that wild?
Yep.
It's the most dangerous substance out there. Is just everywhere.
Even though it's accepted,
Yeah.
your parents catch you in high school doing it, they're not going to be as angry
Yeah.
as if they catch you doing something else.
So, did you find that once you, so before that, so your first drink was how old were you?
15.
So before that, was how were you like mentally, like when you were in social circles, like how where was your mental at as far as prior to drinking?
I was pretty sociable. I had a great big group of friends in middle school. It was one class. I mean, just a nice, happy, energetic kid. Played sports. Pretty, not much social anxiety.
Mm,
Always had fun. We'd have millions of sleepovers in middle school without using drugs or smoking
mm.
or drinking. It was just once we hit high school, we just thought let's just do that at our sleepovers.
So, so no, that wasn't the moment that you drank that it brought this comfort that you were seeking.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I don't believe once I took that sip, I was relieved of any sadness or grief or anxiety. I think it just made me feel more excited,
Mm.
gave me just a boost.
Yeah. So, were you drinking every day? What was your drinking like once you were in full tilt when you were going? What was it like?
So senior year, I graduated class of 2020.
Okay.
So COVID hit in March of that year, and me and my good high school friend were drinking a decent amount going into that school year. We were drinking on the weekends, some weeknights during high school. It was senior year. We thought we could do that.
Yeah.
And COVID hit, no school. My dad's still working overnights, so I had the house to myself. So the drinking became 3 or 4 nights a week for about a year. And then my drinking really took off when I moved to Colorado to a ski town named Breckenridge.
Hmm.
Moved in with 5 other guys in a employee housing, and 1,600 miles away from home, I was drinking with all the guys for the first couple weeks, 3 or 4 nights a week still. And then one day I just woke up and I decided I can just do this every day. No one's telling me I can't. Father's not there to tell me no. Older brother's not there to say, hey, you got to watch how much you're drinking. You don't want to drink during the day. You don't want to drink every night because bad things will happen down the line. So I kind of just followed into the footsteps of my roommates. 2 of my roommates were pretty bad, deep into their alcoholism too.
Mm.
Most of the guys that I roomed with were over 21, so they were providing the alcohol. They were drinking as they were drinking too.
Mm.
So it was a good environment, but later down the road, it definitely had something to do with how much I was drinking.
Yeah. So, did you ever get to a point to where you were waking up to not have withdrawals or the shakes, or did it ever get to there?
Yeah, this past summer of 2024, I was back home at my dad's after 3 years of not being there, and that's when the withdrawals were starting to appear, more mental withdrawals, and just a lot of anxiety. Waking up in the morning, feeling like my head's gonna explode from, I guess they call it anxiety,
Mm.
hangover anxiety. Was just really bad. Some mornings I'd be a little shaky for sure,
Wow.
stomach upset, couldn't really get food down, so I just drink it off.
Have you ever been in treatment before?
I have, yeah.
How many times?
This is my second time.
So, when was the last time you entered in treatment?
I entered treatment in Maryland in October of 2024.
Okay. So, what happened with that? So, did you get a certain amount of time sober?
Yeah, I spent 30 days in the rehab out there, moved to a sober house out there as well,
Okay.
had 4 months sober, and then I decided I didn't want to do it anymore. I kind of sabotaged myself.
Mm.
I was not enjoying my environment, didn't really see another way out
So,
of.
so what happened? So you were doing really well, and then you just wanted to go out and test the waters to see if you can just have a regular cocktail or something, a beer or
Not
whatever.
really. I
What
really
was it
wasn't
about?
doing too well. I was really unhappy. I was working a job I didn't enjoy. I was living with some guys that I didn't connect with,
Mm.
didn't vibe with. Um, I was in a small city outside of Washington, D.C., and after spending 2 years in Colorado, a year out here in California, going back to the East Coast and living there being sober. I just knew that I was unhappy because I knew I could do better than this in my environment.
Mm,
I didn't like not living by the beach or not living by the mountains. I was living a pretty blue collar life,
yeah.
as they say, and just not my gig really.
Yeah. So when you went out and so that ended up becoming, instead of it being fun, it was more like then it transitioned to, well, I'm not feeling the best, but I know if I take this, this kind of makes me feel comfortable.
Pretty much, yeah. I would say when I look back at it, those 4 months were some of the most uncomfortable. It's a strong word, but miserable
Yeah.
times because
During your sobriety.
during my sobriety, because we weren't doing anything fun.
Mm,
I'm an active guy. I like to be outside. I just felt like I had taken a far step back,
mm.
even though I was sober.
You weren't living this
I
life.
wasn't living the life I wanted to do. So I went out and grabbed a drink one morning before work, never showed up to work, and went out for 2 weeks until I talked to my dad one night because ended up going back to my dad's house, and I knew I was gonna be back in treatment the first time I took the drink.
Oh, really?
I just didn't know how long it was gonna be.
What did drinking progress to? Like how much were you, how often?
Uh, during the
When you had the from when you had that
four
first drink.
months,
No, yeah, after 4 months sobriety, you had a drink. Then how much were you drinking after that?
20 plus drinks
I really.
a day, yeah,
Mm,
morning to night.
wow.
Waking up at 6 a.m., unable to sleep,
Yeah.
grab whatever I was drinking from the night before. That was the most miserable drinking I've ever done.
Just no more fun. It was
No
like
more
this is
fun.
miserable.
Bed locked in my room, door shut. Wake up, get on my bike to the liquor store, bike home, sit in the room all day.
Oh,
Dad get home. He knew what I was doing coming out of treatment. He knew what was happening. So it took about 11 days. On the 11th day of being home, I told him I wanted to get back in treatment, and he called my mom that lives in New Jersey, and they went online, tried to find some treatment centers I could go to, and luckily my mom thought it'd be a good idea to get me back out to the west part of the country,
mm,
and she picked California and found Safe and Sound.
nice. All right. So how has Safe and Sound been so far?
Been fantastic.
What about it? What stands out?
Uh, well, the detox part was really a great experience.
Mm,
First couple of days, obviously, were detoxing medication, but the staff was very inspiring.
mm,
How happy they were every day, how much you could feel the presence of that they liked being sober.
mm,
They really liked what they were doing with their recovery.
yeah.
I think they call it attraction
Yeah.
for recovery,
Yeah.
be the attraction, and everyone there it really was like that.
Wow, that's a big deal.
It was a big deal.
Dang. So now, out of detox, and now you are in what is it? Outpatient.
Outpatient, PHP,
So,
IOP level.
so what about this environment now over at Safe and Sound? What's it like? You're saying it's amazing, but what makes it this outpatient part of it so great?
Hmm. I would say staying in our pack that we have a couple different houses that come here every day. Seeing familiar faces, friendly faces every day. We're almost like a family. I think that really helps being first couple months in sobriety. It's good to have a support group and partner. What do they call it? Like when you have a gym partner, you have a
Not mentor,
mentor. They just
like a sponsor?
No, it's just like
Accountability. Okay, yeah,
accountability
yeah, yeah,
partner.
yeah, yeah.
I have one of those for the gym
Oh, that's huge.
right now. We go to the gym in the mornings before group, and it feels like almost everybody here is an accountability partner to each
Yeah.
other. we're all here for the same reason, and we all support each other.
That's huge. So
Just-
you like the environment in the house that you're into?
yes, the house I'm in is great.
That's cool. I mean, it's a big deal.
Makes a big
Yeah,
difference. And I enjoy being there. We usually sit around the dining room table, eat dinner together, shoot this shit.
yeah.
It's great.
Dang. So all right. So now, as far as on the fun side, so you like the adrenaline. I think a part of it. Before, when you were a kid, did you do sports?
Yeah.
What kind of sports?
I played soccer in the fall. Growing up in middle school, elementary school, middle school, I played soccer in the fall, basketball in the winter, track in the spring,
Mm,
swam on the swim team in the summer.
dang.
So that was for about most of the time growing up. That was the schedule
Yeah.
until high school, and then high school was soccer in the fall, track in the spring, swim team in the summer.
Dang. So you're like an athlete at heart. So
Yeah.
then you got into action sports.
Then I got into the action
When that
sports.
happened?
Uh,
Talking my language.
yeah, yeah. So
When
the
that?
action sports. Me and my buddy from high school, we always, not during the soccer season, but after the soccer season, we'd get on our longboards
Yeah.
and drive around to the biggest hills in the area where we were growing up in,
Mm-hmm.
and park at the bottom of the hill, walk up the hill, and then just zoom down the hill as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So I loved doing that. He was a snowboarder, but my parents never wanted to take me snowboarding growing up.
Oh.
They were scared we'd break our ankles or something. Yeah.
It comes with the territory.
Yeah, for sure. And then winter of 2021, my friend that I'd go down longboarding with took me to the Poconos in Pennsylvania to go snowboarding. And we went about 6 times that winter,
Yeah.
and it was fantastic.
Dang. And that was 2021.
2021, yes, January, February, March of 2021.
So then, like you said, then you traveled. So you lived in Colorado, you lived in Mammoth,
Mm-hmm.
and it was all centered around
Snowboarding.
snowboarding and mountain biking. You said.
Yes.
So when did you get into mountain biking?
When I moved to Mammoth and I was working on the mountain during the summertime,
Yeah.
I found out we get the free mountain bike pass
Ooh,
and 50% off rentals.
that's a score.
Yeah, for sure. And I decided me and my roommate wanted to go one day.
Yeah.
I had said I'd never done it before, and then out of surfing, snowboarding, skateboarding, longboarding, mountain biking is by far the scariest.
Oh yeah.
Because if you're on the snow, you're falling into some powder.
Yeah.
Concrete's smooth at least, but if you're on a mountain bike, you're falling onto uneven rocks,
Yeah.
dirt, and you can't really stop as fast on a mountain bike if there's a tree in your way.
Very true.
On a snowboard, you can do the and
Yeah.
you're just done.
So now, so it's from what I'm hearing. So when you were 4 months sober, what you were pretty miserable. You said.
Yes.
From what I'm hearing. And so because you weren't doing these fundamentals of what makes Andrew happy.
That's correct.
So have you pinpointed on, I like to call them like for like my ingredients to like my recipe of life. Like these things make Preston okay. And I know what they are. And when I'm off, I can go back, I'm not doing that. Do you have a fundamental idea of what makes Andrew make like that makes him feel that zest for life?
Yeah, I think so. Good friends around me, sunshine, unless we're in the mountains. And if it's snowing, I'm okay with it. If it's snowing, um, being active, going to the gym, running, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I said good friends, but being around happy people
Mm-hmm.
really makes a difference. I'm a very uplifting, happy guy, and it's great to be around those people.
Mm-hmm.
Eating healthy is another one. I try to eat not as healthy as possible, but stay away from the junk foods,
Yeah,
junk section.
that's huge.
Huge. Because yeah, it just makes you feel great during the day,
Yeah.
especially if you're also staying active.
Yep.
And then last one would be right now is praying.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really big on that. And surprisingly, I always was praying for the past 4 years.
Mm.
And now I've really gotten into it. We go to church every Sunday.
You like church?
Yeah, we go to
Oh.
the Crossing Church in Costa Mesa
Yeah.
every Sunday since my second Sunday here in California.
So you like going to church
I
now?
do like going to church. So that's a new one that's really a big part of
So that's new.
who I am.
So, but in the past, did you ever go to church when you were younger or anything?
No, well, I went to Catholic school, but I was such a bad kid
Yeah,
and just didn't like it.
yeah.
Too goofy for it.
We're too goofy for
Yeah.
it. So you found that. So now, do you have a morning routine that really sets the tone for your day? And how important is it?
I do now, yes.
What is it?
2 weeks ago, my roommate and I started hitting the gym at 6 a.m.
Okay.
Hit the gym for 40 minutes, 6 a.m., come home, eat a yogurt, go to the shower, hygiene, brush my teeth, and then I usually smoke a cigarette in the morning.
What are you doing smoking, Matt? Yeah, yeah,
Smoke a
go.
cigarette in the
Yeah.
morning outside. I don't bring my phone outside. Smoke a cigarette, say my prayers in the morning outside. So that's about 15 minutes without my phone.
Yeah.
Just outside in the morning, unconnected from the phone is a big part of my morning.
Wow. Now, do you have an evening routine? Do you have that you like? Anything
Um,
right now?
Besides just brush, by the time I brush my teeth, I go to my bed. I put my phone down on the side of my bed, set my alarm, and I lay in bed. I say my prayers. I have a pretty set prayer routine I say at night,
Mm.
and then I don't check my phone again, and I just lay in bed, and I usually can fall asleep within 10 minutes of laying
Mm.
there. Usually asleep by 10:30 these nights.
That's great. So now,
Yeah.
as far as you're right now, so do you do AA? Do you have anything like that?
I'm doing AA right now.
Okay, what do you like AA?
I do like AA. I
Yeah.
really do.
Do you have a set schedule with the meetings that you attend?
I do have a pretty strong schedule right
Okay.
now. Monday through Thursday, Monday through Saturday, I go to the same meetings every week.
Okay.
So I see familiar faces on Mondays, have a group of guys that I like seeing on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, it's a decent meeting.
Yeah.
It's going to be changed once I finish my fifth step with my sponsor.
Okay.
I'll be attending the sponsorship family meeting on Wednesday nights here soon.
Okay.
Um, Thursdays, I go to a men's meeting that I just started going to with my roommate a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Great group of guys in Costa Mesa. And then Friday, I go to another meeting with my sponsor.
Wow.
And then Saturday, we go to a speaker meeting
Dang. So you're doing 6 days a week,
six
easy,
days a week
and church on Sunday.
and church on Sunday.
Wow. That is incredible. No wonder that you're doing so well right now. That's
Yeah.
incredible, man. So so now I got a couple questions here, and then I'll let you go. So now, well, as far as cravings, what do you now know about your cravings? Do you have any understanding of that? Like, do you have any desire to drink
I
ever?
definitely have more understanding about the cravings, and I've gotten really good at redirecting the thoughts when they come up
Mm,
to just one of my best thoughts now is when I do get a craving or I see a drink or I just see it, we're driving past a liquor store. I just think about, I know it's supposed to be day to day, but one day at a time. But I always think about what I can do. Where will I be 1 year from now,
yeah,
2 years from now? Because I really think I can do this. I know I can do this,
yeah,
and everything I like to do outside, sports, activities, action sports,
yeah,
it's all possible living here in California.
absolutely. So, do you have any dreams as far as your career?
Career, no, not at the
Not
moment,
yet.
not yet.
Okay.
I've never been too big on careers.
Yeah.
Never, nothing's really sparked an interest too much in me about that.
Okay. That's good. So, are you working yet?
Not working yet.
So that's the next stage that's
That's the
coming.
next step for sure.
Okay. All right. So now, as far as if someone you're young, 23, right?
Yep.
If someone out there was in a position that you are, what would you say to someone that is struggling to stay sober and something that differentiates from, someone that's out there drinking to sobriety? Like what is the difference from sobriety to the life that you were drinking? Is there a difference that you feel?
A difference between drinking life
Yeah,
and
have
the
you noticed
sobriety life.
yeah, have you noticed a big change in getting sober in yourself?
I would say just 24/7 joy, and it's corny, but the word serenity.
Yeah.
I do feel really inner peace right now, really peaceful about my day. Um, and you can take on anything if you need. If I have responsibilities, I can get to them.
Mhm.
Commitments, I can get to. People can call me. My brother, my family, my dad can call me at 9 o'clock at night if they need something, and they know I'm gonna answer and not be using or drinking.
Yeah.
So that's a big part that I really enjoy,
And
being able to talk to my family on most days.
yeah. So is there any right now in your life, do you have any goal or desire to do something? Do you have like a big vision for your life? Something, it can be action sports, it could be a trip, it could be a career. Do you have anything that you want to do
Want to do.
that you can now because you're sober and full of life and energy and just dialed in from what I'm hearing right now? Is there something that sounds really exciting for you to do?
There is. I think the first step would be to obviously graduate here and continue being sober and hopefully get a car. By then, I can hopefully get my own apartment. And then with a car comes a lot of freedom to be able to get to the beach and surf,
Mm,
get pack up my snowboard in my snowboard bag and put that in the car and go spend weekends in the mountains in Mammoth,
yeah,
and then get to the beach, drive to the beach, surf, of course.
yeah.
And I would love to travel down the west coast of Central America on a surf trip.
Oh yeah,
I've been down there twice before in Costa Rica,
yeah.
and I was surfing one of the times down there, but I wasn't as skilled as I think I am now.
So are you surfing right now?
Occasionally, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was just down in Carlsbad 2 weekends ago,
Oh wow.
longboarding with my buddy.
No way.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, it looks like if you're up for it, all the things that you listed off right now are very aligned with me, man. So what I'm trying to do is working on a couple different trips, and so I'll get with you after this. But I want to get a group of people together to go have a really fun trip, and so having people that are motivated like you that like to do all this stuff, I would really love to have you help with this because I think with your background, with your energy, and everything that you like to do in life, I think that there are multiple things that you could do for your career. Things that
yeah,
I'm seeing. So I'm excited. If you're open to it, I'd love to really work with you because, man, the potential that I see in you, your capabilities, all of the visions for you have for your life, for the car and the job and the apartment and these trips, you know that they're totally obtainable.
for sure.
100%. Like there's no doubt. The biggest thing that I'd suggest is really dialing in what makes Andrew okay, the fundamentals of it. As
Fundamentals.
long as then you can really crystallize your path and this you have this vision for your life. All you got to do is take care of Andrew, make sure Andrew is doing the things that make him feel okay. Man, I mean, your future, there's no doubt in my mind that everything that you want will absolutely come true. But you got to
I
make
believe
sure.
that
Do
too.
you sponsor anyone?
Not yet. No, I'm still working my fourth step.
Okay, so after you finish the steps, then you start
Then I
sponsoring.
can start sponsoring
Okay.
guys.
Are you gonna do that?
I believe so. Yeah,
Heck yeah, man.
definitely something I'm interested in.
Someone newly sober, you take them out and show them life, give them a
Yeah,
taste of it.
get them back into their hobbies that they
Yeah.
weren't able to do.
So, all right. So, last question here. So, who is Andrew today?
Andrew today is a wonderful, happy, sober guy that has lots of passions and is passionate about everyday life. As long as the sun's up,
Yeah,
I'm ready for whatever the day brings.
that's awesome, man. All right. So, any message of hope for someone that may be struggling right now?
Yeah, when the time comes, there's going to be a motivational crisis to get your life together and get it back to what you know it can be. And when that time comes, it's gonna be a great experience.
Oh man, that's perfect. Well, thank you so much for being open to
Thank
doing
you.
this, and I'm excited to connect with you more.
Of course.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Preston.
Yeah, man.